So, do you even know what drives you, puppet? What the endgame is?
Well, let's just say it out front. Did Ghostrunner hold up till the end?
Yes.
Most definitely. From the beginning till the end, it is an absolute joy to play. I was actually quite sad that I finished the game and won't see any new levels. But as I said in my previous video, the game has a lot of replayability, which I will definitely do. The motivation stems from the fact that the game is simply fun. So, I will try to break my own records, which implies that I have to die less. Oof, that's gonna be a tough one. Since the passive upgrades reflect various playstyles, these can be switched on the spot, which opens up new playstyles and more variety. There is also a New Game Plus where the later, more dangerous enemy types are present in early stages of the game, but you also have all the upgrades unlocked. Also, there is an assist mode, or as I like to call it, the game journalist mode, where you can toggle off different options like a shorter cooldown for your skills, an extra life so you don't die in one hit, or slower gameplay. But I guess it's cool that they implemented these for a more chill experience. So, still a lot of stuff to do. Considering that I finished the game in about 5 hours, which is shorter than I thought or hoped, I'm happy that the developers actually care for the game and actually put in some extra stuff. They also recently, I think, released a free update called Kill Run, which are challenges against the time, and a wave mode, where waves of enemies are placed in random locations, and you get to choose an upgrade before each wave. The rewards are different sword skins, which I definitely need. As these look very hard, I'm sure my death counter will rise to the charts, but my playtime will easily gain some hours. The gameplay was great throughout the whole game. Just the basics are fun on their own, like jumping, dashing, wall running or grappling hooking, if that even is a word, but unlocking the active skills made it even better. These were an instant kill dash to teleport to the enemy, a shockwave to reflect bullets and kill groups of enemies in an instant, a long-range slash projectile to murder enemy waves, and a mind control to get some temporary comrades.
Comrade dog, you must take motion.
It's hard to say which of the four is my favorite since all of them are useful. The thing that kind of frustrated me is that I could only use one active skill at a time, but you can freely switch between them at all times. It would probably be too overpowered to have them all available at the same time. The first boss, Tom, is epic. You have to climb the spinning tower, which shoots out lasers.
Turn back. If it hits you, it's all over.
It won't.
Security protocol.
The second boss, Hell, was rather boring since you just have to parry for 2 minutes, and the last one, Mara, or as she calls herself, the Keymaster, is a dodge fest, which was actually quite fun and challenging. I don't think you can count the last enemy, the Architect, or
Adam,
as a boss since it's just the last level where you have to reach him and cut him down in a cutscene. It's unclear if the Architect actually is
Adam,
since Mara tells us that Adam feared the Architect, but who cares since he's dead.
Anyway,
Turns out the guy was actually evil. Who could have expected that? But this plot twist is pretty cool since both Mara and Adam are actually evil. Mara wanted to erase humanity by turning them into twisted beings bound to machines and with no will of their own. But they would have been able to survive outside of the tower. The Architect wanted total control over everyone in the tower. And I mean total control even over stuff who's allowed to eat, sleep, breathe and breed. Yeah. So, Mara was a thorn in his side. Both of them are really dumb even though they were called geniuses.
got him!
After the Ghostrunner kills Mara,
Gotcha, bitch!
Adam tries to take over him. But Jack is like, and makes his way through one last Cybervoid level, which is just phenomenal, and smacks the shit out of the Architect, killing him for good and freeing the humans in the tower.
I'm free.
This disables Jack's systems and he presumably dies. Spoiler alert. In the end cutscene we can see that he survives, but nobody knows where he went. Maybe to the sequel, which I hope comes out one day? Oh yeah, while you went to smack Dr. Octavius, the humans fought all this time against the troops and actually won. Also Zoe, a girl from the Climbers who repaired Jack and helped him for some time, also survived. And she thanks the now gone Ghostrunner for his help. Cute. The story was nothing spectacular but pretty nice nonetheless. There will be a paid story DLC about the second boss Hell, which will probably go more into the lore, which I will definitely play. Being on the point of paid DLC, there is some, but it's all cosmetics, which really isn't necessary since you unlock a lot of skins just by playing the game. So I just see these DLCs as extra support for the developers, which I'm thinking about buying to support them. It felt like the music was gradually building up throughout the game and got better the better I became at playing the game. Not that the early game music is bad, but just that I was more focused on the gameplay and to not die 24/7, and the better I became, the more I could focus on the music. And let me tell you, it's very good and very catchy. The game looks fantastic and runs smoothly in crisp 60 FPS and 1080p. I had no lags and just two major bugs. One I mentioned in my previous video where I had to unequip my passive skills, and the other while replaying the second level. Here, everything turned pale white and I couldn't see anything. Had to restart the whole level, but it's fine since they only take some minutes if I don't die all the time. All in all, the game is phenomenal and you should definitely try it out if you have the chance. The game is like €8 on different sites. Buy it in a Steam sale or other sites, you won't regret it. I'm gonna go and replay it after finally getting to play Dying Light 2 and Lost Ark after all these years. I give Ghostrunner an 8 out of my 368 devs. As always, thank you for watching, I'm Harry Derry and see you in the next video. Wait a minute. A cyborg ninja called Jack?
Well, if it isn't Saucy Jack.